Hey there, everybody. Professor Cloud here with our next episode of Jurassic World Evolution 3. Unfortunately, I was not able to really find any information on how to move the campaign forward in the game, so I don't know exactly why I am stuck. And game, unfortunately, isn't. Stuck isn't the right word. The game isn't really clear about how we're supposed to move the progression forward, how we can unlock the next set of locations, things like that. And I kind of need to do so. I'm not sure that we're going to actually be able to open them in sandbox or challenge mode. So let's go ahead and jump back in, see if we can try and move the campaign forward. It looks like primarily in the Asian location, so we'll go to each one of those and see what it is that's left to move things forward. So let's go ahead and jump back in, and then if nothing else, we will go over to Montana, because Montana, I think, is still stuck at around a star and a half, and we definitely need to make some improvements there. So let's go jump back in. Okay, so we are here at
We've been
Sichuan
awfully
Basin.
focused on our dinosaurs so far, and that's not a bad thing for a sanctuary. We can't neglect our guests, though. So, let's make sure they're happy.
Not every guest wants their paleo day out to involve a hike. We need a solid transport setup to keep guests comfortable, and their minds and wallets open to what we have to offer. Now, simply put, anything that gets guests from A to B will improve our transport rating. A monorail is the classic choice, but tours can also improve our transport rating as long as there are 2 tour buildings on the route.
Oh, yeah, everybody loves a tour, at least until the power goes out, the storm rolls in, and the dinosaurs disappear from their enclosures.
Okay, so we're in Sichuan Basin. We did sand up a new facility or a new enclosure with Mammoncosaurus, I guess is how that's pronounced. Let me slow things down. I do need to put a maintenance post. Actually, there is one here. Let me just move it. So that, because I want to make sure that it includes the small power station. Yeah, there we go, right there. Okay, and then let's add a maintenance team. There we go. Okay. So that gives us coverage. Alright, the next thing. Transport rating of 58% out of 90, sorry. Ensure enough dinosaurs are viewable from any tour attraction and construct at least 2 operational tour attractions. Right now we only have the balloon tour. And unfortunately that percentage of dinosaurs viewable is on a per minute basis, so we do have to take that into account. I do get their saying with respect to transport rating, because I'm wondering if we shouldn't consider putting some new hotels out here. We also need to improve shopping coverage. That's not what I wanted. I really wish the game did not do that. Let's see. Medium, medium, medium. We haven't unlocked larges. Oh, we've actually got... Oh, we got 4 mediums. Why? Okay, hold on. Let's go here. What? Food coverage, drink coverage, shopping coverage. Alright, so we need to put another gift shop somewhere. At the very least. We also need to increase the transport rating, we already knew, and restrooms. Okay. So... there's a restroom there. I thought that was going to fix the problem, but it is not. And again, the map decides to... I really dislike that because then I can't see the pathing. There's a restroom there. Okay, let's put another restroom here.
Ladies and gentlemen, our restroom is now open to use for whenever nature calls.
I'm going to have to see if there's a setting for that, because that is just really annoying. Looks like they'd like one here. Alright, let me put one more.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay,
our
so that's
restroom
that.
is now open to
Gift shop.
use for whenever nature calls.
Alright, that's shopping right there. Alright, so over to the right-hand side. Drink. Food. Food. Drink. Okay, so let's put another medium shopping right here. There's another one there. Alright, I think what we're going to have to probably do is put in a monorail. Now, the issue there is I've never done a monorail before, so this is going to be interesting. Oh, we hit shopping coverage. Okay, so we have at least done that. That's good. All right, monorail. Okay, how do I do a monorail? We also could do a park tour. If I could figure out a way to set up a park tour that started here, went through this enclosure, and then into this enclosure, that would be good as well, because then the park could end, the tour could end over here and put them... Oh, that's right, we were going to do... Okay, you know what? Let's... I completely forgot about this. Let's put in a new enclosure. Let's put in a aviary dome. Alright, let's put you here, here. Something like that. Okay. Alright, viewing gallery I'm going to hold off on because I'd like to do a dome viewing gallery. I just don't know how. Alright, in the meantime, I need to put aviary hatchery. Actually, let's put the aviary hatchery here. And then let's put aviary viewing gallery. We'll put one there, and I know. We'll put another one here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new aviary viewing gallery, ready for you to observe our amazing avian
Okay, we
reptiles.
need a small substation. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new aviary viewing gallery, ready for you to observe our amazing avian reptiles.
Why is there no power source? Oh, the small power station doesn't count as one. Huh. I didn't realize that. There. Okay. Okay, add a ranger team. Sign. Add an MVU team. Sign. Okay. Alright, let's see. Tapajara and Kaijar can both live together. Alright, let's do Tapajara. And we need 8. There. And then in the meantime, where is our expedition center? I want to unlock the... There we go. Assuming we can... Oh, we might not have land flying. Okay, we might actually need to do some research first for dig sites. Yeah, we didn't do dig site, flying reptile dig site 3. Okay. Alright, let's speed things up a little bit. Alright, so... Now then. I love hearing the water in the background. The other thing is, have we... There it is. We have not unlocked the monorail. That's the reason why I wasn't seeing it in the listings. My only concern is that we're not going to be able to set the monorail up because of the way that I've set up the enclosures. There's not going to be enough space for the rail itself. I think what I'm going to need to do, though, is set up a large hotel, is unlock large hotel first, so that we can remove one of the small hotels, and then put maybe another small hotel in the gap between the wings of the avian enclosure. Then unlock the monorail, because we can start the monorail over here. The question then is going to be, how does the rail need to run? Can I run the monorail, say, through the enclosure? If I can run the monorail through the enclosure, I might be okay. Alright, so let's select our eggs. Nocturnal, tolerant, resilient, tolerant. Okay, let's make you male. Alright, we're going to need to put a aviary nest. We're going to need some water. We're going to need piscivore feeder. And then we'll go from there, because I don't remember at all what a Kyojara requires. Okay, so we found that. Alright, let's do this again. Okay, there's the one that starts with the Q. That was the other one I wanted to try and get. Man, almost 2 million to do one expedition. Thank God we've got it. And then there's the last one, Thanatosdraken. Thanatosdraken. I'm not sure. Alright, let's do this one. Alright, you I need to send to rest. And you. Okay, so quarry. Where'd he go? There he is. Alright, let's train you. And then rest. There we go. Potter. Let's do the same thing. Rest. There we go. Dinosaur ready to release. Ah, excellent. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Tapajara to the park.
They're saying they're missing fish. They're not missing fish. They're missing cover. And that seems to be all that they're missing. So that's great, actually. There we go. Hi there, guys. How you doing? And the great thing is the cover is well away from the viewing galleries. Now, what I'm hoping for is that we could put a large... Actually, you know what? Instead of putting a large hotel here, let's put the monorail right here. Have the monorail drop people off. That way they're right here at the viewing gallery. I think that's the way to go. Alright, then... Okay. Of course, I still have to find a way to get the monorail started. Alright, let's take a quick look at... Okay, so tour visibility, got it. Our species target is still low. Path capacity. There's nothing I can do with path capacity. I've got the paths as large as they can go. They're still saying that my drink and food that my coverages are low. We may have to research large. The problem is I can't research large amenities because large amenities require me to unlock the next level of entertainment, security, and whatever, which I can't unlock until the campaign lets me unlock it. Yeah, see, and sure enough, dinosaurs are viewable from any tour attraction, 12%, and that's because of where they are right now. They can't see into the aviary dome. All right, let me see something. Info. Cohabitation. Okay, yeah, so they do like the guys with the Qs. Okay, that's right. We released Tapajara, not Kyojara. So once we get enough of a genome for Quetzalcoatlus, maybe? Is that how that's pronounced? Oh, hold on a minute. That's right.
Tapajara.
No, this one. Oh, we can't. That's right. We can't do anything. Quetzalcoatlus? Okay. Quetzalcoatlus. Sure. Whatever you say. What was the... Alright. Drink, shopping. Food. Shopping, drink, food. They've got 2 of each. I don't know what more they could want. No, that's not what I want. No, that's not what I want. We don't have a resting center. I mean, an activity center. Alright, the monorail is now available. Alright, let's see what's required. Outside buildable area. In water. It won't connect directly to a path like I want it to. Yeah, the problem is it's obstructed by everything. This is the best place for it. But I can't get it to click even though it shows. Oh. There. Holy cow. I got it to go. Alright, so it will go through... Okay. It will go through a enclosure. All right, let's put... There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Brachiosaurus to the park.
All right, let's see if I can. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Shoot. I don't know how this happened then.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Patagotitan to the park.
Okay. All right, I think. There we go. There we go.
A new monorail station
Yes!
has opened and guests will be arriving shortly.
Well, okay. Does that count, though? Well, it certainly increased our transport rating. Alright. Do we have enough? Oh, we haven't done the genome. Sorry. Just because we finished the expedition doesn't mean that we've actually done the genome. We only need 3. There we go. Oh. The monorail doesn't count as a tour. Oh, the monorail doesn't count as a tour. We're gonna have to do... some kind of a tour. Alright, we need to do this anyway, so... Yeah, path capacity. I still don't understand the path capacity thing. Because I can't do any more. Replace is on. This is already as wide as it can go. Okay, so not quite. Interesting. Okay. Let me make sure I'm getting all of them. Okay. Okay, we got a new viable genome. Let's do some more. Whoa, went right through the balloon there. All right, so we've increased the transport rating. The problem I have with the tours, specifically the ones on wheels, is that they require a complete loop. They can't do like my monorail, where they only have two ends. I'm very pleased with my monorail right now, but the tour is going to actually have to have a path that goes straight through each of the enclosures in order to get the dinosaurs viewable. And I know that because of the Jurassic Park Challenge and Jurassic World Evolution 2. That was a requirement. I suppose what I could do is set up a small tour that only goes through these two enclosures. And then set up another tour that maybe goes through these two. I don't know. That's actually an interesting idea. Let's see if we can do that. So we do a simple park tour. There's the building. Oh, hold on. You can actually connect it to an enclosure. It looked like. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah. So you can do an enclosure. You can do a tour that's specific to an enclosure. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. First of all, let me do the pathing here. Oh. Okay. All right, edit tour route. Whoa. Okay, I don't know why.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Tapajara to the park.
This is the part that bugs me. It won't allow it through the water. Alright, I'm gonna probably have to change this. What I think I'm gonna have to do is take it down further and then maybe take it across the swampy ground. I hate the fact that I have to go out to delete something. Okay, here we go. Look at how many dinosaurs are in this area. Now I gotta figure out how to get it back across. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, we may have something here. Yeah, we may have something here. It's not fantastic. There's a Hyperloop underground network. Wow. Okay. Oh, we can do large. Oh, we can't do large amenities. That's what it was. We can do large hotels. All right, let's do that as a research. You're free. Let's do that. Are you all still doing... No? Okay. Alright, let's unlock then... Or let's synthesize. Where are we? Here we go. Let's oh, we've only got 67%. I'd like to have a higher genome percentage than that. Alright, we're going to need to do another... Oops, wrong way. Yeah, let's do another expedition. We're probably going to have to do the same one again. Yeah. God, 2 million for that one expedition. Man, that is just super expensive. All right, I don't know where the tour is right now, but they're saying only 37%, which is still not good enough. Of course, it doesn't help that this particular tour has is being blocked by a dinosaur laying across the track. Missing tall fiber. Okay. And you're missing ground leaf. Oh, we could actually put in some more Ankies in this habitat. Yeah, we need a little bit more ground leaf. Just a little bit, that's all we really need. Alright, now we're showing at 38%. Did we? We did. We finished the research for the large hotels, right? We did. Okay. Let's then get rid of... And let's put in a large hotel. Or Asia, so let's... do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your comfort, we've increased the hotel capacity of the park.
And then let's get rid of this one and do the same thing again. Okay, hold on. I think I need to get rid of this first. Okay. Okay, so now we've got 2 large hotels instead of 3 small hotels.
Capacity of the park.
Okay, expedition's done. Wow, 6s. I think that's the first time I've ever seen a 6. Wow. We could put a medium facility right here. All right, what do we need right now? Either drink or food. Okay. Actually, that's fine. Seating. Oh, they want me to construct a medium shopping. That's okay. I can't do that right now. And drink. Huh. For some reason, it doesn't have power? Why does it not have power? Huh. It's just outside of the bubble. Wow. Okay. That was really interesting. Okay. Hey, we hit
It's
it!
remarkable, isn't it? We started with what seemed like a huge piece of land, and these graceful giants soon filled it. I think we need to expand. Enough for new dinosaurs to roam.
Of course, I agree with you, Dr. Baldera, but it was quite the challenge even getting this space.
Yeah, no kidding.
My conservation sector colleagues would need to have the utmost confidence that Din could make good use of an expanded site.
And they're not the only ones with a piece of the pie. I have contacts who would probably block a land purchase if they weren't confident in Din's ability to make it financially viable.
Sounds like small potatoes compared to caring for giant dinosaurs. Let's work on our reputation.
Well, that's already done. All right. All right, so we need to do an expedition for Chungkingosaurus, which I'm pretty sure is herbivore. And I seem to remember it being in Asia. There it is. Okay. We might have to do a couple of those to get it to 70%, but that'll be the next thing there. How are we doing? All right, we do have people here now. Take a look at our coverage. So we're at 7 out of 10 for a species target. Yeah, the path capacity still sucks, and I don't know what to do about that, because the paths are as wide as they can be. We do have a... This is interesting. Our demographic split has changed. I mean, it's almost split all the way across the board. The first time I've ever seen that. We are making money hand over fist, though, which is fun. I wonder where... Hold on a minute. Let's take a quick look at the site map. So this is the new area that would get unlocked. Of course it is. The place that I can't currently get to because I have no ability to get there. I have no idea how we're going to get... Oh... We're going to have to take the monorail and have it extend in. But I don't know how we're going to do that. Without... Because there's this little spot here that they're probably not going to allow us to build on. And same thing here. Well, hold on. This is the monorail station right here. It comes in on this side. We could actually take the monorail and run it from here. The problem is they're not going to let me take it over water, I don't think. That's going to be the issue. Well, we'll just have to find out. I mean, that's all we can do. All right, let's go ahead and speed things up. We're almost ready to get another species with respect to the Quetzal, whatever. I can't pronounce it. I love the fact that I was able to finally put in a monorail. It's the first time I've ever done that in a Jurassic World Evolution game. I'm really proud of myself for that. I know it's not that big of a deal. Trust me, guys. It's not like I cured cancer or anything. And as someone who works for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, I'm never going to be that guy. because I'm the tech guy. But within the scope of the game, I did something I liked for the first time. All right, so we just got, well, let's sell first of all. Ooh, we found a number of things. Oh, they're not as big as I thought they were. Huh. Yeah, they're not nearly as big as I thought they were. For some reason, I thought they were another large species. But it's entirely possible that they might be able to run through here. I don't know what matured truly means. I mean, it's nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Tapajara to...
Oh, I need a... maintenance post. Okay. Okay, so the Chunkingosaurus is now viable. It's still not at 70%. But let's synthesize, first of all, these guys. They're at 85. That'll work. Let's modify the genome. Let's see, resilience. Everything's already pretty good. Yeah, everything's already pretty good. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. Everything is still already pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Begin task. We need 8. There we go. I think we need to do a little bit more fossilizing. Okay. That'll get our Chunkingosaurus to 70%. Two Ankies are fighting. Well, that's not good, but it is going to happen. They're done. Oh, man. I just saw synthesis, but it wasn't what I wanted. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Crap. Alright, this is the one that I want. That's why the genome was already done. Alright, lifespan. Resilience and compatibility. That is a major genome change. I can't do defense. Oh, we only have 5 available modifications. All right. And I'm using, what, 7? I need to remove 2. All right, let's remove humility. Oh, hold on. I might actually be able to... Let me see if it'll allow me to save and exit. No. Okay, no, it kept everything. All right, good. I think it just requires more scientists when you do that many genome changes. Alright, I'm going to discard all of these eggs. There we go.
remember earlier when I mentioned keeping guests here front of mind? Well, we've acquired a big stretch of land since then, and this park needs a transport system that works for its visitors. My vote? The Cretaceous Cruise. We will need to carve out a route for the tour to follow, but I'm sure our guests will love it.
I'd ask if the sauropods would have a problem with it, but they're pretty much gigantic walking snorkels. What's a bit of deep water to a neck like that, right?
Okay, there we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for any inconvenience experienced
All right.
handling of a
Nope, that's not what I wanted. Discard all eggs. Yes. Select eggs. Oh boy. All right, we're gonna have to do that again. Holy crap. What do you mean? Oh. Let me say, what do you mean not met? Okay, there we go. All right, let's do a synthesis. We don't have enough scientists available to do it. That's fine. All right, we'll just have to do it in pieces. Okay, construct an operational Cretaceous cruise, which we have to unlock. Because I have no idea how we're going to use this new area. I think I'm missing a maintenance. I am. And I think it's probably time now that I put in... Well, next time around, I think I'll put in a new maintenance team. Okay, the new Quetzals are ready to release. All right, let me start another synthesis first. Okay. Wow, they're big. Holy cow, they're huge.
Pleased to welcome a Quetzalcoatlus to the park.
Coatlus. In comparison to the Tapajara, they're ginormous. Okay, good. They're coming over to this side. All right, what do you need? Barren. Water. All right, let's do water first. Okay, so there's that. Oh. They're not letting me... Oh. Because they're staying focused on it. Okay. So they're kind of being given two completely separate things. Okay, I think we're in decent shape now. Where are we with maintenance? Everything is covered. So why are they not doing their damn job? I mean, there's a couple little spots, like this one over here. But for the most part, they're covered. Alright, I guess they just haven't gotten out here. We'll let that roll. That's shopping. That's restrooms. Aggressive and vulnerable. No, thank you. Alright, let's do that again, I guess. Alright. We're gonna have to start resting our scientists again. Alright, the adult population. Oh, wetland also? There's nothing that's arid and barren. They need arid and barren. I want to make sure that... Okay, their water requirements are fairly small, so I think we might be able to... Maybe put a little over here. There we go. Alright, that may have to do. Yeah, that may have to do. Yeah, maintenance team, you got a small substation over here that needs help. You got this guy over here that needs help. This guy over here that needs help. You do some work there, buddy. Let's get moving. Okay, so now they want us to construct an operational Cretaceous cruise. I have no idea what that entails. All right. So they've got two ends. All right, we're going to have to do this in the next episode. And I'm not 100% certain that this is required for the campaign to move the campaign forward. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and pause it here. we will pick up from here in the next episode. We've absolutely made a tremendous amount of progress, certainly in Sichuan Basin, China. I think we still do need to go back to Japan and do some more work there, because that we just cleared a campaign mission that required us to get both entertainment and whatever the green one is up to level 40, which we already were. So I have a feeling that there is a campaign requirement in probably another park where we need to do a number of things, and one of them is security rating over 40, which we've already done. So if we clear all of those, that I'm hoping will actually unlock the new areas. If not, then I think I'm going to need to consider standing up a sandbox park for continuing this set of episodes, and then I'll do the campaign off to the side until we can get to a point where I can move it forward. In any case, I hope you've been enjoying the content. If you have, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And hopefully I will see you in the next episode of Jurassic World Evolution 3. Talk to you soon.